their careers with their purpose. And this is something that I'm not that's an idea I'm not a proponent of. I will not tell you your career is your purpose, because I believe your purpose is something that transcends your current existence. I don't want to go too religious, but yeah, I don't believe that your career can be your purpose, because you can switch careers. You can always switch careers after 2 years, after 1 year, after 3 years, depending on however you want. Your career is in your hands, but your purpose is something that exists it's like your very essence of being. And I don't think those two are the same. So understanding that you can always switch a career will make you more relaxed in deciding whether to venture into one thing or venture into another thing and stick into that thing. See, you are very good. Okay, the rule of thumb is you venture into that thing, whatever it is, and become very good at it. So what I told you that one of the reasons is because I don't believe purpose is the same thing as your career. Your career does not have to be your purpose. And the second thing is what was the second thing? Okay, yes. The second thing is you don't have to do something forever. You don't have to do something forever. You don't have to do one thing forever. You can always pivot. You can always change. The reason being is when you are able to become very proficient at one skill, at the end of the day, even if you are going to pivot, you will have transferable skills, what we call transferable skills. Transferable skills are skills that you have from one field that you've learned so well, that if you venture into another field, they become very necessary. So, for instance, if you were a copywriter, before, and then you decided, or maybe let's say you were an author, or you were a ghostwriter, and you decided to venture into copywriting, or you decided to venture into social media writing, the skills you have built as an author, writing, building those writing skills, and understanding writing on a fundamental level, and even being able to publish books that were successful, the level of success you've been able to derive, and the skills that you've gotten from that success, or that made you successful in that area, if you bring them into your social media career or into your copywriting career, you are going to move a lot faster than somebody that had no previous understanding of copywriting, previous experience of writing at all, or yes, writing in general. So that's the idea. So the idea is that you stick to one thing and focus on it. It doesn't have to be your purpose. You can just do it for the meantime. The reason why you should do that is because you have to be associated with something. And that's the second thing I'm going to talk about, which is branding. When you find out that one thing, which is the first thing, you find out that one thing and stick to it. When you find it, then the second thing is to brand yourself around it. Like, become that person. I remember that this is one of the things that I took seriously earlier on, and this is one thing that the people I spoke to told me about. The next thing after they told me to stick to one thing was they told me to, these are my mentors right now, like I constantly talk to them right now. The second thing they told me to do was become a top voice or a thought leader in that field. So that basically people know you, people associate that field with you. So, and it's something I took seriously because I created an entire brand around it. So, and I'll just describe what brand. A brand is something, at least according to Jeff Bezos, a brand is who you are who people say you are when you're not there. That's what a brand is. A brand is who people say you are when you're not there. So it's the impression that you leave on people. And I just want to break it to you that you've been building a personal brand, but it might have been as passive as possible. You might have been building it passively. So the thing about it is you have to take control of the building of that brand right now and make people understand that you do this thing. The essence of it is carrying your whatever you're learning on your head. So carrying whatever you're learning on your head, everybody around you should know you are this. When I started out in cloud engineering, everybody I knew around me knew that I was a cloud engineer. Everybody knew I was learning cloud engineering. I also started a community. I was moving up and down, telling people about my community. I was looking for new recruits. I reached out to a lot of people. I was just canvassing it on my status everywhere. Like I was. Is like every so another thing is the second point coming to reach is social media. So that is the place where you can curate your brand for you want people to see you as. So on social media, it is where you build your online persona. That is where you can really push the idea of your brand. And one beautiful way of pushing the idea of your brand is having a unified brand identity across your social media. If you look at my profile now, you see a very nice very nice profile picture. That profile picture, anywhere you know me online, that is the same profile picture you will see there. And I'm not saying you should go as far as doing that, but I would advise that you do that. That you have one picture, most likely your face. And it doesn't have to be black and white like mine. It doesn't have to be against a background like mine. But it has to be your face that people can easily associate you with. So that anywhere people see you, they'll be like, oh, I know this guy from somewhere. And it has actually helped me a lot because people have seen me on a different social media platform. And then they've come on another social media platform and they saw me and they instantly recognized me. And they instantly DM me. And they we just flowed from there. So we talked about building, finding a skill you want to do, you want to learn, and building a brand around it. Then the next thing is going on social media and talking about it. So if you're a VA, for instance, and you are building your skill in VA, I'm going to talk about building your skills, but I won't just talk about social media because visibility and value are the two core aspects of the entire thing I'm going to talk about. Visibility and value. But right now I'm talking about visibility. So, but your brand, what encompasses your brand are your brand identity, your color, the color people associate you with. So I have chosen like this color of orange to associate myself with. This is something that you don't have to do, but try to make yourself coherent across all the social medias that you use. Sorry, I don't know who that person is, but please can you mute your mic? Don't know if she can hear me. Okay, I hope she was not a problem again, but let's continue. So yes, building a brand. So what it takes to build a brand on social media is, like I said, carry it on your head. Post about what you do. Sorry about that noise, but post about what you do. Post about the courses you attend. Post about the events the courses you do. Post about the certificates you've collected or you've gained. Post about the academies you've attended. Post about the events you have attended. Post about things in the field you are trying to venture into. If you're a VA, post about VA stuff, post about writing stuff, post about assisting stuff. You can also post about clients you've worked with. You can also post about your own interests. There are a lot of things to post about, but post about stuff. And make people relate with your posts. Make your posts relatable. And have a distinctness to your posts. Don't just post generically. Don't just post anything anybody's posting. Post stuff that shows that, oh, this thing came from this person. And not something like that was probably AI generated. So that's one thing. And apart from posting, like reaching out to people, connecting with people on social media like LinkedIn or X, and then trying to build a community around yourself. Not just around yourself, but like trying to build a community of people that are like-minded with you, because you gain a lot of skills, you gain a lot of understanding of your field when you join a community. So that's the next thing I'm going to talk about now, joining a community like this one. So when you go on social media, the thing about it is you have to learn to connect with people. Because social media is not just about posting. The idea is you're trying to find people that are like-minded with you. You're trying to find people that do the same thing with you. So the three ways I usually tell people to connect with people is connect with people higher than you. Let's find people that are better than you doing what you are doing and learn from them what they are doing. And then try to incorporate what they have learned into your own thing. After that, you now try to find friends that are similar to you, on the same level with you, so that you guys can build together. This is a very good community to achieve that. And I'm very sure there are also people that are way better than you in this community that you can also reach out to, and those people can help you at your goals as well. So the first thing is reaching out to people that are better than you, reaching out to people that are on the same level with you, then reaching out to people that you are better than. So those people are the people that you teach the skills that you already have, and then being able to teach them shows that you have a very good understanding of what you have already learned. So the 3 levels are: 1, higher than you; 2, the same level with you; 3, people lower than you. And these people, you can find them in different places. One of the best places to find them is in communities like this. And media. On social media, if you go on places like LinkedIn, you will find a lot of people that are doing the things that you currently do. Reach out to them, connect with them, tell them, how is your journey going? What are you doing? What are you doing regarding this? How are you building this skill? What certificates do you have? How did you get this job? This. Connect with people and try to find out how they do their things. If they have communities of their own, you can also join. If there are people that are way above you, find a way to reach out to them too and tell them, oh, please, I am just entering into this field. Please help me. I need a way to navigate everything, because it can be very, very confusing at times. I'm a very, very strong proponent of finding a community when you're building a skill, because it can be very hard to understand or to even navigate the entire field at all. Because sometimes you might think you know what you need to do. You might think you might have created the best resources possible, but then someone comes and tells you, oh, this thing is actually not more obtainable because everything is moving so quickly. Tech is extremely quick. You have to be up on your feet. You have to be agile. That is the new way to build skills now. So you have to be very agile. You have to be very understanding. The reason is you have to be agile so that you can easily get new information that you can start working with. Agility is not just the ability to be on your feet. It's also the ability to take that information that you have gotten on your feet and be able to work it into your own system, work it into your own processes, and be able to incorporate it and start using them immediately. So that's what agility is. Not just finding people speedily. It's about incorporating what they've told you speedily as well. So reaching out to people on LinkedIn, reaching out to people on X that are doing what you're doing, and then learning with them, building with them. You can also tell them, I have communities. You can create your own community, your own VA community, or people that are like-minded. You can have accountability partners that are building with you in 2025. Like me now, I want to take my skills to the next level. So I've already told them, some friends are doing the same thing that I'm doing. And I've told them, oh, please, I want to do this thing, and I want to get to this level. Can we do this together? And they will. So find highly motivated people, because that show me your friend and show me who you are. I really learned that a lot this year, because the DevOps conclave I said I was the founder of, I invited a lot of people that were way better than me, and I'm even learning from them. Many of them that are even better than me have said that many of the best things that have happened to them this year happened to them because they joined my community. So that is something that is very, very worth it. So that is something that you guys should reason and take note of, is that while you're trying to build skills, try to understand the importance of building community. Now, I've talked about visibility and community. So now I want to talk about the importance of building value. So while building value, you should try to build value in such a way that you are building at the global standard and not at the regular standard. While you're building value, build in such a way that you are competing with not just Nigerian talents, but you're competing with global talents. So, and that's one of the major reasons why you should go on social media. If you want to settle for Nigerian jobs, and like I said before, you should not settle for less. You should not think this is not unobtainable for you. There's one quote I like to say, and something I formed by myself. I usually say, shoot for the sun, land on the moon, you still left the planet. And that shoot for the sun, land on the moon, you still left the planet. So sometimes when we undermine how much we are able to achieve, we end up not even hitting the mark and we end up falling short. So whenever we aim for a very, very high mark, and we do the things required to attain that high mark, and we eventually fall, most of the time we fall way above the status quo, what people believe is normal. So most of the time we do extraordinary things when we aim for extraordinary things. So it is important to aim for extraordinary heights so that you can do the best, the very, very, very best thing that you need. And then even if you don't achieve the very, very tippity top goal that you wanted to achieve, you end up becoming even better than you thought you could ever become. So that is the idea of building value. So when you build value, find out what And that's why LinkedIn is important and social media is important. Reach out to people that are building skills, not just in Nigeria, but across the world. People that are building the same skills as you across the world, whether it be data science or artificial intelligence, whatever it might be, or VA even, whatever the skill might be. Reach out to people that are doing way, way better than you in different communities, in different countries. Reach out to them, ask them what is obtainable in their own side, what is obtainable in their countries, what kind of skills people are looking for in VAs. You can also reach out to recruiters, people that are recruiting people that are in your space. You can ask them, okay, what kind of skills do you look for in people that you usually employ? What level of proficiency do you look for? How many years of experience for a regular internship? So things like this will broaden your horizon on the things that you should focus on and the skills that you should build. Most of the time, we think that our ways are very, very sure. We encounter some of these people, our realities are just shattered very, very abruptly. So it's important that you understand some of these things and take them into and start building on them. So courses, certifications, certificates, whatever the case may be, find out what's obtainable in the job market, what recruiters are looking for. I think the last thing I'll just say is just be as consistent as possible. And I already talked about accountability partners. So yes, be as consistent as possible. Try our best to do all these steps, all of these things as consistently as possible. Because most of the time, there's a thing I heard recently that it's better to be. Honestly, I've forgotten, but just to paraphrase, it's better for people to know you as someone who is there all the time, even though you are not the very best, rather than for them to know you as extraordinary some of the time. So it's better to be good all of the time than to be extraordinary some of the time. So I think that's the saying. So it is important to be consistent so that people find you, or when they find you, they find that you are already good at what you're doing. And then when they find you, they are able to take you in for whatever roles that you are needed for. So I think I don't really want to go into too much detail. I want you guys to ask your questions so I can answer them from there. But yeah, with these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you to build a tech skill in 2025. Thank you very much.
Everybody, thank you so much, Mr. Nachi. If you have any questions, you can drop it in the comments or you can ask it here. And if you have questions right now, that it's still with us because it wasn't. So if you have any questions, you can ask it now.
You can just unmute your mic and speak. If you have any questions. Any questions? Does anybody have any questions to ask? No questions. That means everybody that means we are all going to implement everything. Can you guys hear me? Someone's mic is making so much noise.
Is someone talking?
Yeah, someone's mic is making noise.
Alright, I think we are good to go. Nobody has a question. While we are going on, do you have any questions? You can take from the day.
Okay.
Going, we are here for something which is our vision board, and I can't even tell I cannot connect it to my system. Like kind of. So let's start it. Our vision board for 25. How do you create a vision board as a 2025? So first, what are your goals in life? Many of us come up with ideas of 25, new year, new me. And I'm like, 25 is like 1 week away. It's the same path, the same. The only difference is that
Christabel, sorry. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, can I drop now?
Yes, you can. But that's a question. Right? Yes.
Yeah, okay, they can hear me. Anybody can. If anybody has any question, they can hear me. Or they can ask in the group, I'll take them.
Alright.
Thank you guys so much. Good night.
Thank you so much. So now I know I'm talking to that. So what's your goal and starting so far is just like 1 week or 1 week plus away. I'm focused on career because I don't start talking about everybody's personal life here. I'm focused on the career that I know about, which is virtual assistant. Last year, beginning of 2024, the only thing that was in my mind was, okay, I'm just going to have a client and no visual representation of what I really want. There was no specific and just very tough. Nothing I was really working. Can we mute ourselves? Okay, all to this grant, what you think you need to actually take a grant? First, you be very nice if you skills. I know that some of us do not have a work experience, any kind of thing to put in, but as little as other things, all these POS centers, there's a way you put it, arrange it. I believe that every single one of us don't one thing or the other. Every days, you need to have an actual job before you add it to your system. You don't need to have an actual job that is your system. So, what you find in life, before you land the client, you need a well-organized CV. So, just to state that people are upgrading, people are going into another skills like in their jobs to survive. Because people have this mindset of a new year, new me, new year, new vision, this and that one. Spaces that people are not fully aware of, and the rest of. So by this time of year, you're supposed to have your applications to these jobs. Give it maximum of 10. That's not okay. Go on LinkedIn, you see jobs applications. Go on Upwork, you see opportunities. You start applying for jobs. Okay, so every single people apply for 10 jobs. 50% jobs on Wednesday, right? And you make sure your CV is in a way that is specific for each job that you're applying for. It's not that one CV for every single job. There are some jobs that require some specific skills. You may not have your transferable skills you have that you can use to fill that place up. Yes, that's very skills. You align your jobs together and you apply for those jobs. I mean, your CV together and you apply for those jobs. Then what can I use for this kind of thing? This from my CV, ChatGPT. God, ChatGPT will for your job application, no matter where you are, no matter who you are with, and we're applying for. ChatGPT will help you. You just copy wherever the description of the job. Send ChatGPT your own CV that you have already. Prompt it to rearrange to fit in the job description. Like those skills that are needed in a job, then you copy it, repaste it on a document and rearrange it and draw the document for that particular job and apply. That's what most people use. Barely see that do CV from the scratch for every single job they apply for. I've met people that apply for as much as 10 jobs in a day. Not that they don't have a job, some of them already have a job. Like testing, doing the skill set employers and it actually helps us. Like middle of the year, it was in the middle of this year, June, July, August, I noticed employers were looking for 3 years that I knew how to do it. So actually people telling me like, come on, many people asking for us. I know as we ask, wanted.com, training, even when you make a job, okay, I'm going to what employers are putting on their skill, on their job description, because to help me know the name, classes and join, and you need to keep on skilling, keep on getting better. So let us not go far once we can. Now I'm in a position as a new virtual assistant, and I finished learning key skills from any industry, any platform. And okay, now I have the certificate, I have a CV, created a CV. I've started applying for just on AWS. Okay, 2024 and 2025 is not too far, it's just a few years. So don't think it's something that appears on another year. No, it's just few. So what should I do that will make me land a job at least January 2025? That's what everybody should be looking at. January 2025. For those body gotten their first certificate in virtual assisting or something. In January 2025, what should I do to land a job that's a month? By now, I should be expecting to have said that. But don't say it's Christmas, it is New Year, it's time rest, it's time for that many people will be resting. Then you should be applying. It doesn't mean that you don't enjoy yourself, but always be active. Apply for jobs. Set up your LinkedIn profile. Set up your Upwork profile. Set up your plan. Start applying for today because you don't expect small of our hopes that we have for LinkedIn that they applied for 100, 200. That's much people that applied for they got their jobs. It's just like that. You need to keep on applying. Apply for more jobs, and then you have the opportunity to get one or two. So that's it. And it's not something you just do overnight. It's like one test out. You do it gradually. Every day I'm applying for 10 jobs. Every day I'm checking out something so that goal of me getting 8 to 5. So if, as I said, I'm putting myself in a position as a new VA, this now please to get a job. Then from that getting a job, I know that is not what I want to work with. Obviously, I want to work with that people, for foreigners and the rest of. So that when I'm in that position, I will start thinking of how to gather money or upskill because virtual assistants in the game of upskilling. many cases in markets, like a lot of virtual assistants, especially this year, 2024, we had a lot of virtual assistants coming. A lot of people became VAs and everything. So what will make me better? What will make me different? What will make you different is your skills. What are you able to learn? What are you able to do? What does your portfolio look like? Do you have a portfolio? I can't portfolio. Do you have a portfolio? That is why we actually created that accountability structure. So that I built on it from January. Because many people I've met that they have done interviewing where's your portfolio? Let me see what you have done. It's not just about it. Some of them we actually ask for your portfolio, especially on Upwork. Upwork will ask for portfolio. So you already have that accountability structure here. If you've not started building your portfolio, by January you should have started the accountability to kick off, and you should start building your portfolio, working on something. Maybe Monday.com you want to set up, maybe it's Tree you want to set up, maybe it's Asana, maybe it's Google Sheets, something. Just do something. You don't want to see that you've actually done something. I think earlier this year, I personally created many things to do with it. Many projects that was like my portfolio. I really love data, so I really worked on it. So you can start from there. You start from Canva design. Many people that really good at Canva design. So from there, you can say, okay, I can create a portfolio. I can upskill. But make sure that you are not, you are not just putting this vision in your head. You should have time bound. Okay, January 2025, I should have started this so skill. I could have went to year in March. Year was like you stay around when you find out in March, or you already in June before 2025 has gone. So that's why you should actually put time into that stuff. If I'm learning a skill right now, if I'm learning taking a certification, I should have a time that will stop. I've rounded it up. Most times I give myself 1 to 2 weeks, and I know I'm done with this one. Let me move to something else. But some of us can do it because of our work, because of things that we are involved in. So that's why it's good an accountability partner that will keep always checking on your alpha. That's what you said you were saying before. What's up with it? How far have you gone with it and the rest of? So to make sure that you put a time bound in anything, in any vision or any plan. Like I said, I'm a new VA. The first thing I'm doing now is to get a job, because that job will be want to give me more money. Will be what will give me money for any upskilling I want to do, for any data I want to buy, for any other thing. That job is what will give me money for any other thing. So that is what should be my first goal for 2025. So from there, I will now find out, okay, that this is the other skills that virtual assistants they actually need for virtual assistants, clients for virtual assistants. Okay, I will then upskill in that. If I list some skills that I know of art, I know that most clients make time. Most clients social media managers, many of them need social media managers, because many busy people, one aspect of them that they don't really like being at all is social media management. So they always need someone that's very good at it. Web development too, but I've seen a lot of people that really need it, but I know that some of them I see this in their job and the rest of development and the identity assistant. So I know that upskilling in this aspect first. Lead generation also, all those skills request for. So I know that I'm upskilling in 25 by February. By March, I'm learning development. By February, I should be very, very good at graphic design. By June, I should have done that. So that should be your plan. You don't just sit down and feel like, oh, I've learned virtual assistant. The job will come to me. Once I see job opportunities, I don't apply. So this is the best for you to reaching out to people. Like many people need virtual assisting. Because that or 200 VAs in the market, more VAs will come into the market, meaning that your skill is already old, old stuff. So that is why you should always learn, always be on the go, always be learning, always learn, always learn. I'm grateful that we are in this community and you get to meet a lot of people that are better, people that will that will tell you what to do, people that will teach you, people that will tell you, okay, this is what I've done and this is what helped me land this job, this is what helped me land that job, or this is how I worked with this client, this is how I came over this. So that's that. For another thing about vision board that I don't want people confused with is that being specific, that doesn't mean you will then create a vision board that will reach December 25th of December 2025. No, I always feel like there's a way life takes people. And most times, even though I've made specific plan for many things, some things will and some things will just change. So I just prefer making plans for June. But that doesn't have things like imagine that some things that you can do personally, like okay, I want to move from to this place. From this town, maybe I'll reach my location. It's already a general plan that was for sure going to happen. It's already something, but when it comes to upskilling and the rest of this kind of stuff I'm talking about, you don't move like as fast December, but you can actually have a plan from January to when it comes to career and upskilling and the rest. Then at time goes by, and then add this vision board on to your career, what you want to learn. I'll give as a sample again. So before I never imagined in my life that I would ever be a community manager, any field in anything. And most of the management jobs I've never applied for it once. Most of the invitation come and I've seen what you did in so come and manage my community for me. Just come and manage my community for me. That was not my plan in 2024. My plan was just virtual assistant. Go and get your client and move on with your life. But when the community management stuff came, I took it up. I actually took it up, and that is how my journey has been. So your journey could be different. That doesn't mean that because you are a virtual assistant, if the next job comes, you then push it aside. That I'm doing it again. Like I'm not doing business development, so I should not do it at all. And as much as you still want to be a virtual assistant, it's still good to actually, do some things that I like about this space. This space gives you the opportunity to actually do other things like websites develop, community manager, different things, internet specialists. That's different trust. Very many people that are VAs, but many developers in 2024. So that's why I say just see how things goes. By June, then you say, okay, I'm now a business developer. Okay, this I'm going to observe just to become better. Or maybe there's another aspect of VA that you have not really worked in. And it's okay, I want to actually work in this aspect of virtual assistant. Just like I told myself this year that I want to work in digital marketing space more in virtual assistant. So I'm supposed to have been taking up courses that have to do with digital marketing, get better in that space, and then land jobs in that space also. So I don't really want us to spend so much time here to visualize but I could not do it tonight. I could not do it next, but I believe that we have said so far, we'll be able to put in if I said in practice, whatever I said, it's also just said. And I believe I wanted to ask me yes, you do not sit down and really think about it. Sit down and plan yourself so that 2025, the community and everything will kick off successfully as we have planned, as we have efficient to work out. So if you have not really signed up for the accountability form, sign up because we might soon close this. We don't want the whole crowd to be here. So please sign up and let us get started. And I don't know if you have any questions. Does anybody have any questions? I'm not sure we have any questions. If you have any questions, my DMs, my name is always open. Message's number or the other WhatsApp number I have here. Yes, you can ask me questions. I will always respond to you. If you have issues with clients, one of the issues I've seen that most virtual assistants have is rates. When it comes to rates, money, negotiations, and the rest of, reach out to me. If you have issues, platform that you should pay, they should pay with for changes, but also reach out to me.